I'm 16 years old. I'm in a counselor office with my dad. My mom's not there. She refused to come. She doesn't like counselors. So let's rewind. How did I get here? Well, my dad decided to develop a camping club, and he moved us out to this backwater town, the middle of nowhere, and I was a budding teenager. I was trying to fit in. I was fitting into all the wrong places, though. I was smoking and taking drugs and skipping school, and my parents did not know what to do with me, hence the counselor's office. Well, I had this amazing black fingernail polish that had this silver glitter in it. I was so ahead of my time. And that counselor took one look at my fingernail polish and he said, "Get that whore paint off." I was devastated. He might as well have slapped me in the face. I felt humiliated and shamed. And I had the thought, well, if this guy's trying to help me out, what am I to do? I had this deep yearning to know that I was okay, that I wasn't broken, that I was worthy. And I was being judged by the town that I lived in, by the decisions that I made as a teenager, and the fingernail polish that I wore. And I made up some beliefs about that. I made up that I wasn't worthy, that I didn't matter, that somehow I was the kid that wasn't going to make it. But then there was this other voice, this other part of me, and I now call it the voice of resilience. And this voice is our champion. It knows deep down that we are magnificent, that we are unique and essential, and we are here for a reason. Well, about a year later, I find myself in the high school parking lot. I'm taking a cigarette break, and I'm watching two of these 21-year-old guys doing a drug deal, and I'm thinking, when I'm 21, I don't want to be back here at this high school. And then I had this thought that changed everything for me. What if I live past 21? What if I did matter? Who would I want to be? What would I want to do? Where would I want to go? I was seeing a bigger world, a bigger possibility for myself for the first time. And why that's important is because I had a shift in mindset right then. And I stopped focusing on surviving my circumstances and to considering what I wanted, what I would love. So I started to follow my interests. Rather than focusing on my limitations and my fears and those I can'ts, I started to focus on, well, what would I love? And what if it was possible? What can I do? And Henry Ford has a great quote. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. I started to follow things that I thought were interesting. I was interested in architecture and solar energy, and so I took some community college classes, and I actually was paid to draft up blueprints for a home, and it's built outside of Vancouver, Washington. I went on a great adventure gold mining to Northern California with Dan the Man from Canyon Dam, but that's a whole nother story. I went to college when I was 23. I know most people are graduating at 23. But it was the perfect time for me. I earned a degree in forest management, and I became an expert in my field in environmental policy. I later moved to my dream state, which was California, the Northern Sierras, and I love it. And I was 32 at the time. And then I went back to college. I got a master's in organization development, and it's rooted in the psychology of transformation. And I didn't know how I was going to do all of these things. If I would have thought about the how, that would have been way too daunting. What I did is I thought about what did I really want and what is the next step that I could take. And this became my guiding principle in my life and then later in my teaching and coaching. Most of us have been trained to really focus on the how. And if we can't figure out how to do it, we just don't do it. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need, that's not your job. What your job is to focus on the what you would love, and what is that next step that you can take. So where are you letting the how stop you? Where are you saying, I can't, to your dream? Because your dreams matter. They're important, not just for you, but for everyone, big and small. Think about the people that had dreams. Thomas Edison, electricity. The Wright brothers, flying. Eleanor Roosevelt, human rights. I mean, these are all big people, but think about the people in your life that changed you. I'm thinking about those 21-year-olds in that parking lot, man. I am really grateful for them. But I'm also thinking about that teacher in high school that treated me with respect and dignity and fanned the flame of possibility in me. And that she had a dream once, and her dream was to be a high school teacher. And she did that. She took those steps to find herself in front of me at that time to change my life. And you do that for others. And it ripples out into the world. Some people think it's selfish to ask for what you love, but it isn't. It's not true. When you align yourself to what you would love, the world rearranges for you. People show up. Opportunity arises. You have inspired ideas. You take action. That's when the how shows up. That's when the magic begins. When you get really clear on what it is that you love, and then you start taking action towards that, the path just magically and naturally unfolds before you. Because we live in an evolving universe. Our universe evolves through us. It evolves through you. It evolves through your ideas, your desires, your dreams. And that's why you're here now, to contribute to the world. You are unique and you are essential. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. You matter. Your dreams matter. And your dreams will change the world.